Eyewitness accounts are making Donald Trump's proposed ban on foreign Muslims coming to America at least a little more politically attractive. Can we say that? Watch this.
Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on.
We must stop importing extremism through senseless immigration.
All right, Governor Mike Huckabee, former governor of Arkansas, is with us this morning. And Mr. Governor, you heard this. It does seem that this morning, the day after that terror attack, that what Mr. Trump is calling for is more politically viable nowadays?
Well, it certainly appears that even the skeptics realize that you can't keep doing what we're doing and expecting a different result. That's the standard definition of insanity. And right now we're dealing with insanity because there is no negotiation with people who would drive a truck through a busy boulevard and just start mowing down innocent people, including kids. These are crazy people. These are not normal, rational people. And it does not call for normal and the typical kinds of things you would do to deal with it.
Well, wherever there is a very large concentration of Muslims within a Judeo-Christian country, there seems to be a very significant terror problem. Should we therefore restrict overall the size of the Muslim population in America? I know that's a dramatic thing to say, but it is to some degree a numbers game, isn't it?
Well, it's not only a numbers game, it's also, I think, a logical game. Here's the point. People want to come to America to become Americans. We've always welcomed you. But if you want to come to America to change America and put us under Sharia law or make us abide by radical agendas, no, we don't have any obligation to do that. We have an obligation to see that that doesn't happen. And we've had several instances. Franklin Roosevelt in 1940 signed an act that essentially said you were going to have the Alien Registration Act. The McCarran Act of 1952, a similar type of situation regarding communism. Now, I realize the courts tossed all that stuff out. But, you know, the courts have made lots of decisions that turned out in retrospect maybe not to be brilliant. I'm not saying that we have the same kind of acts that we had, some of which probably did trample over some constitutional rights of perfectly law-abiding citizens. It has to be done with a real sense of clarity. But, Stuart, we can't just keep importing terror into our country and tolerating it and acting like there's nothing we can do because we want to protect freedom. Actually, what we want to do is protect people's lives.
Yeah. Would you stay there for a moment, Governor? I'm going to bring our viewers some video that we showed you earlier. This is a woman being arrested, detained in France. Now, we're not sure if this is the same woman, but Liz McDonald, we're hearing reports that the suspect's ex-wife is now being held by police. Again, we don't know if that's the same woman, Liz.
We don't know if that's correct. This is the ex-wife. She is estranged from the attacker. Basically, the elite unit that was used, it's called the RAID unit. It deals with violent crime and terrorism. They went into this modest apartment building where she lived alone. He hadn't lived there. And they took her out, and now she's in protective custody under questioning. So, again, he was known to have beaten his ex-wife as well, accused and charged with domestic violence.
Governor Huckabee, quickly, it looks to us like France is on the verge of serious civil strife. Your comment?
Well, I think they're certainly there, and one of the things that I find a little bit encouraging is that even some of the typically politically correct European leaders are saying we've got to declare war, we have to go all out, enough of this, let's stop it. I'm ready for that to be said by an American president as well.
Okay. Governor Huckabee, thank you for joining us, sir. Again, always appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you.